really gotta pee. I gotta pee really soon, but I wanted to say hello before peeing on account of saying hello and wanting to get this broadcast going. Hello, Maman Rosmana and Lindsay, AM Downtown, Julie Brown. I'm doing today good. I haven't peed. So that's one of the things in the chair I'm sitting in. It's a little bit uncomfortable. So I feel a little bit like a little sore. Like I feel like I should get up off the chair and then pee. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing today? I think we're probably about to attack Iran. And also, there's a lot of memes that have been entertaining. It's the year of the horse, just like 3 days into the year of the horse. And that's exciting. I've never cared about it before. I don't know why I care about it now. But sometimes you have to care about the Chinese New Year out of nowhere when people tell you to on social media. You have to just care about it. You got to start caring about it. I'm so sorry to hear about that, Maman Rosmana. 9852. Is that the number of times you've peed before? Because you probably should pee and get that up to 5.3 if you can. I really wish that people would pee when they wanted to, and that's coming from a person who is directly broadcasting while not peeing. So it's hypocritical of me to say that. I know I'm aware of that, but I want others to pee more than I guess I would like to pee personally. And that's just my wish for humanity, is like we don't go to war for no reason, but maybe there's a good reason. And also that memes keep entertaining people, but also that they get to pee when they get a chance. Oh, Mama, I wish you would. If your bladder hurts, you probably should. And this is a controversial suggestion, but maybe go pee. Thank you, Link Between Us, for enjoying me on TYT. I hope you've peed when you needed to in your life, because that's important for bladder health. Lindsey Brown says the good going on is Alai Salayu slaying it yesterday. And then an emoji of a shoe that's like has stepped on a paper, and I guess like a bag of trash. Someone's holding like a bag of trash, like a golden bag of trash with like the cinch straps. I've never seen either of those emojis, and they seem like random emojis. But yeah, everybody's got a different emoji for a different season. This is the season of the year of the horse, the fire horse. It was just slaying fire style. And then Link Between Us says, I wish I could live authentically one day and accept myself for not being straight. I think that you can. That's the link between us, is that some are straight and some are not, but we all are humans. So there's that. More important is like, are you peeing on a regular schedule? If you are, then don't even worry about who you're attracted to, as long as they also have a healthy bladder life and pee regularly when needed. That's all that really matters. And that's the link between all of us. And I think that's the point. But no, I'm glad it's on your mind. I'm glad you did it. Lindsay says, LOL, figure skate and gold medal. I don't know what figure skate means, but gold medal, are you saying because of my comment for identifying what your emojis were? I appreciate that. That's so nice. Glad to hear that, Link. But also, why did you post a trash emoji, Lindsay, and then of shoes stepping on toilet paper? Is that called a skate? Is that like a slang term for skate? Link says, I'm a gay guy who gets confused for being straight. Do people get identified as straight or gay just by their visual looks? That's interesting. Lindsay, you got to work on it. It's one of the main things that helps separate people from animals, is that animals pee on a regular schedule, because they just sort of, well, not regular, like not planned. They just kind of pee whenever they need to, because they don't have jobs or Instagram or YouTube or anything. So that's something that people, I think, need to realize, is that animals aren't on social media. And I'd love if we can get them there. Like if they get posted on social media, obviously against their will, they're not consenting into that. But it would be really nice if they could get on social media and sort of spend a lot of their life scrolling I think would be great. Animals can't go mostly anywhere. Mostly, I suppose, yes, but they can't go indoors unless they've broken into your house or if you're just very lazy to train them. And neither of those is great. Maman Rosmana says, I've eaten too many sweet drinks, man. Oh, you just made me want to drink, and I want to drink one, but I'd have to pee more. I don't know if you're aware of the physics and mechanics of peeing it, but when you have to pee, drinking doesn't help. Bullpup comes in and says, Loser. Is that French? Loser to you as well. That's really sweet to give us like a French greeting and bring like an international flair to this. Marisa Postbaus says multitask, pee, and stream. Oh, it's a good point. Streaming is what you do. It's a stream when you pee. So you're saying just pee twice, or are you saying are you saying just to pee twice? Is that mostly what you're saying? I hope we don't go to war with Iran. Lindsay says, I can't tell if you're messing with me, lol. We have a new women's figure skating champ, Alisa Layu. Olympic gold medal. Are you saying you're giving me an Olympic gold medal for knowing what your emojis were earlier? I appreciate that. It's just you just look at them and it's clearly a shoe stepping in toilet paper and then a bag of golden trash being lifted by the blue cinch sack straps. So that's pretty exciting. Lindsay says she's from California. Are you referring to yourself in third person now? You're not from California. I know that you're not from California, so I don't know why you would say that. You're saying lol. I've been meaning for a long time to look up what that means, but I think it's got something to do with lollipops, right? I'm not up on my internet lingo, to be perfectly honest with you, but I wish I was. Maybe I can Google it at some point. Do people still Google, or is everything on the chat gift that they're doing now? A lot of the kids now are gifting it a lot of the time, chat gifting. If you don't know what that is, Google it if you still have one of those. Maman Rosmana 9852 says, it stands for laughing out loud. What does? If you could clarify what does, because that's not even like a full statement that you're saying right there. And Sans Asnids says, okay, so what was this old channel? Why am I subbed to you? That's a good question. This channel used to be called Dumb Genius, and it was for like Vine videos, I think, and internet fails. My friends built it up, and then I started collabing with them to create a different channel because I have something exciting coming that we're going to be releasing very soon. I'm announcing it very soon, and so I wanted to reach the biggest audience I can. Obviously, you're free to unsubscribe or stay subscribed. It doesn't matter. I have to pee soon anyway, either way, whether you stay or not. I'd love to have you stay, but I do have to pee at some point. Just keeping that in mind. Bullpup says unsubbed, but they're the ones that said Loser earlier. They came on and said Loser, which I think was a French greeting, and then unsubbed, and then said Loser again. Oh, that's sweet. That seems like a happy person, happy Frenchman, or Frenchman, depending how you say it. Maman says low. That was low. Probably the first two letters of Loser is low, and then says low L. Oh, low L equals laughing out loud. You're laughing out loud at that term? Is that what you're trying to say? Mariposa Bows, are you still working with white tea? I am to a degree. Not as much as I was, but I am to a degree. 98 degrees, Nick Lachey, shout out. Why did I wink on that? I have no idea. No, there's no way to know really why I did that or why I didn't. But I know that one of these days we will know, and we'll both know. You know who will never know? Nick Lachey. I just did it again. I don't know why I always wink when I say Nick Lachey. I just did it again. That's crazy that I'm unable to stop that. But I do have a very exciting thing coming soon on this channel. And so we're trying to warm it up and get these subscribers reactivated and re-excited. You ever have an itch in the back of your head? End of question. But you're lucky if you're holding a pen when that happens, because you can go right to it. I hope we don't go to war with Iran soon, but maybe they're also a terrible force in the world. Maybe we should go to war with them. Is another way to look at it. You know, we're definitely putting a lot of our boats there in the Persian Gulf surrounding Iran, and Fox News posted a map of where all of our boats are. So that was not so nice of them to tell our enemy exactly where our boats are. But you got to get views, I guess. And then Maman Rosmana 9852 times they've peed in their life says, I mean, capital LOL is a abbreviation. Oh, that's so cool. Abbreviation for what? I'd love to know what that's an abbreviation for. I'd like to, if you're just joining us, I have to pee very soon. I will soon be peeing. And thank you for your concern. I think I found the culprit. See this mug here with a Dodger with a dog? It's supposed to represent me. My girlfriend gave this to me. Check it out. Empty inside. Why? Because I drank it. And I think that's probably got something to do with my needing to pee. Maman Rosmana says, laughing out loud. Thank you so much. You must have loved that riff I just made about the mug. So that's exciting. Whenever you get a chance, by the way, tell me what LOL stands for. I'd love to get caught up on that and know what that means, because I like to be in on the lingo. You know what I mean? Cue lobster picture. Boom. So we did that gladly. And I do have to go pee shortly. So this will be ending very soon. Maman Rosmana, welcome to the chat, says L equals laughing. And then you messaged again saying O equals out. Okay. Laughing out. Interesting. That's what the low was earlier, laughing out. Low. Okay. So like if you're like, you have to be laughing outside, is that sort of what you're saying? Or you ever have an itch on your nose and you have a pen in your hand, but this time it's not helpful at all because you don't want to itch your face with a pen. It's good for hair in the back of your head. Oh, it feels so good back there. But you'd rather use your finger, and almost you'd be able to scratch with a more appropriate finger than just the back of your thumb if you weren't holding a pen. And what do? There's no solution for that. There's no solution. You're holding a pen already. So you got to pee at some point, and hopefully you put that down because it's very hard to pee with a pen in your hand. And then Maman says L equals ood. There's no way that's possible. L equals ood? I don't think so. And you message right now saying loud asterisk. Am I talking too loud? I'm so sorry about that. If I'm talking too loud, you can always turn the volume down, or you can just press the mute button, which I believe is right. That's really how that button works, you know. So anyway, if there's no last questions, I'm going to pee at some point soon, maybe right in this chair, not to gross anybody out, but it's hard to get up because the chair is uncomfortable. And so I think I've lost the ability to control my legs. And I'm hoping that one of these days I'm able to activate my legs again and get to the pee room. Do you have a pee room in your house? I know that Maman Rosmana, welcome to the chat, says, never mind. Oh, what do you mean? If there's something on your mind, please share with us what it is that's on your mind. I'd love to know. It's great to have you in the chat. I'd love to hear if Asnids ended up realizing why they're subscribed and if they're deciding to stay subscribed. Asans. It might be Asans. Or if they decided they don't want to be subscribed here and that they disappeared from the chat. It's hard to really know what the answer is one way or the other. We just had 12 hours left to talk before I go pee. Oh, Tina Kalski, 6,554. It's a mouthful, that handle. Says, you are such a great person. Thank you so much. You misspelled you, but other than that, I really appreciate the kind words. You is it's Y-O-U. You just put the letter U, which could be read, and you're lucky I read it correctly. It could be read, ooh, are such a good person. Ooh, are such a good person. Like, who could it be? Is that a dot? Is that dot on my screen? Right there? Right there. Are you seeing a black dot right? Let's see if it's on my, oh, must be on the wall behind me because my finger covered it. That's called math, and it's not a black dot. It's a nail in the wall, which would be great for hanging pens on. Quite surprised that stayed there. To be honest with you, I was sure that was going to fall. It's moving. I put that up real well. I don't know how that happened. Tina Kalski, welcome to the chat, says, you what? Fill us in on what your full thought is there. Hey, a pen. Who put that there? And you can't always create lightning twice or strike it twice in the same spot, because watch, put it right back. It refuses to not fall. It refuses to fall. It insists on not falling. That's wild that did that, because really trying to get that to fall, and it's not falling. Lindsay Brown says, at Maman Rosmana, welcome to the chat. Says, I think Ben is doing a bit with you about the lol, colon, close parentheses. You're supposed to open with the parentheses if you use a closed parentheses, just, and a colon's usually post-seated. Is that what you say for after? By a list. So your sentence is a little bit kind of hanging out there, like a hanging Chad. Google it if Google's still a thing. If not, use a chat gift and see if they'll be able to tell you the answers. There's a man you can talk to on there. He's there live 24 hours a day. Doesn't do much with his own life. And then Lindsay A.M. Brown, downtown Lindsay A.M. Brown says, okay, and then an open parentheses and a colon, which is definitely bringing us back home. But now I feel like it needs to be on the left, and there's still no list after the colon. So, Listerine's good to use as well. Oh, a pen. How did that get here? I'm lucky to have this here because I have an itch again here and then in that spot as well. Who did this? Is someone pranking me with having that loop in my hair? Awesome. Got to scratch my head. And now, look how lucky I am. I've got a pen holder. How does it keep staying there on just one nail? I can't get it to fall. It's so weird. You're welcome, America. That was loud. Now the pen's dirty. So that's suboptimal. And bending down really reminded me of the great truth of this whole broadcast here. This entire stream is that I have to pee. So I'm going to go now. I thank you for your time. I thank you for being with me. Lindsay says, woohoo, problem solved. Woohoo is right. And if you ever need a pen, now it won't stay? Now somehow it won't stay? How the earth did that happen? We're back in business, folks. Just in time for this pen to go right through my head, right through my eye. Goodbye, and good luck.